Speaking of Karl Schmitz,
oh,
your boy is gone.
yeah.
Your boy is not going to be kicking for the Denver Broncos, not anytime soon anyway.
I don't know how these people come by boy. Breitich is your boy, but Karl Schmitz was a guy.
Great, great.
Karl Schmitz was Jag.
Quid pro quo.
Just another guy.
Karl Schmitz.
I told you he couldn't really punt very well, and he today, Lou Gehrig. I think he needs a league like that. He needs to go somewhere.
He would probably be the perfect guy for something like that.
Gary Kubiak kind of handled it well today. He said, well, you know, the kid could, I think he was helping him on his resume. He could kick somewhere in the NFL, but we're short and different. Oh, okay.
Yeah, why don't we hear from Gary? Yeah. Gary talking about letting go the kicker and punter Karl Schmitz today.
Last time we talked about Karl Schmitz.
Yeah, we did. Fu has obviously been here before. I don't know that much about him. I know John and Matt and those guys spoke highly of him. We're obviously short on the defensive line, and we're trying to nurse along a couple of guys, so we've got some issues right there. But and we let Schmitz go. I think he'll make it in this league. I'm really proud of his work. You know, we'll see. But that's tough. Anytime guys do everything for you, and you got to let them go. But we had a good talk this morning, and I just told him to stick with it. I think he'll make it somehow, some way.
I tweeted out this morning after watching him punt, Shanks for the memories.
Oh, that's good.
It was rough for him. I mean, one punt would be good and deep, and one punt would go about 20 yards off to the right. It was kind of like a bad golfer.
That's what I said. Yeah. Even he kicked it a long way, but it would kind of twirl like that.
Yeah.
I can't beat Shanks for the memories, but he went out kicking and screaming. That's what the Broncos
Good
want.
attempt. So Britton Colquitt's going to punt for this team, and he pretty much solidified his spot on the roster by taking that pay cut.
But there is some competition at the kicking spot.
Yeah. Connor Barth and Brandon McManus are duking it out, and my money is squarely on Connor Barth, just so you know.
But I understand. So you have really good sources. My sources aren't that good, but my sources tell me that they are thinking about bringing in Bart Connor. And then you'd have Connor Barth and Bart Connor.
The old Olympic gymnast.
And it would confuse everybody. Yeah. Okay, what's next?
Emmanuel Sanders came off the field today with a hamstring. Don't know how bad it is.
Is this a Tom Jackson hamstring?
No, this is a legitimate hamstring. And Derek Wolfe, who, as we all know, is going to be suspended the first 4 games of the year, but is still starting with the first unit on defense in preseason. Derek Wolfe had to be carted off the field with a cold towel over his head. I think it was a heat thing, a hydration thing, a heat thing, something like that. We'll know more.
So you think he'll be with this whatever ailment?
Oh, concussion? They're calling it a concussion. Oh,
so
I'm sorry.
Do you think he'll be ready by the 5th game?
Yeah. Well, you know, I shouldn't laugh. He's had his issues, and you don't know how bad the concussion is. So.
Well, concussions you come back in a couple of 2 or 3 weeks at the most, and last time I checked, the 5th game would be sometime in mid-October.
Yes.
I think he'll be recovered if he's going to be recovered in mid-October. Maybe he got himself a concussion, saying, you know, I really don't need to do this for a while.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Well, I'm kidding. You know, you make funny references, and I'm adding that I'm kidding. It's like doing.
He's kidding.
It's off. I love people who say off the record after they've.
Yeah. No. You already said it. There's no retro off the record.
Yeah.
All live guests brought to you.
I talked to a guy the other day, and the PR department called me and said he'd really appreciate it if you didn't use that one line he said. And I said it wasn't that good. It wasn't worth using anyway. So.
Hey, we're going to have Owen Daniels. I just got a text from the Broncos. He's eating lunch. He's going to join us right after lunch, hopefully. So we're going to have Owen Daniels.
We'll have him after
join
lunch
us in just a second.
Depending on how many burgers he has.
Well, and speaking of lunch and speaking of live guests, all our live guests are brought to you by Papa John's, the official sponsor of the Colorado Rockies. You did. You set me up beautifully. The day after every Rockies win, today, they won on an 11th inning walk-off home run by McHenry yesterday. So today, you get 50% off your regular menu price online order at papajohns.com. Not the ones you call in.
Today.
You go online, papajohns.com, and use the promo code ROXWIN, ROXWIN.